Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Much awaited video is finally here. Johnny cake and sawfish. Here's everything that I will be using to prep my dough. Some all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of that, 2 teaspoons of salt. I did 2 cups of flour. I did 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. So I'm going to combine everything to my dough, and then I'm going to crush out the butter in the dough, and I have 2 cups of warm water. So I'm going to be using warm water to knead in my dough. So now I'm going to gradually add the warm water to the flour mixture, and I'm going to go ahead and knead that in. You need this to come together nicely to form a soft dough, not a sticky dough, but a nice soft dough. So as you can see, I am gradually adding the water and I am kneading the flour, and this is about the last bit of water that I'm going to add to get the flour to come together nicely to form a dough. So now I'm going to add some flour to the dough just to continue to work it in so that it's not super sticky. And as you can see, the dough is already soft. So you want to keep kneading until you get it to look something like this. It's soft and it's bouncy. So now I'm going to let this sit for 45 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my sawfish on to boil. So I soaked my sawfish overnight and I'm going to boil it. In the meantime, I'm going to prep my fresh seasonings that I'll be using. I have some onion, red pepper, green pepper, thyme, green onion, orange pepper, garlic, and some Scotch bonnet pepper. Now that my sawfish has already boiled, I only boiled it one time. And now I am just picking it apart. I ensure that I got the sawfish without bone this time. And those were all of the seasonings that I'll be adding, not too much, to the sawfish. So to a heated pan with some butter, I'm going to add in my fresh seasonings. And I'm going to let these saute before I add the sawfish. Now that they have sauteed, I am adding in my sawfish now. And now I'm going to incorporate the fresh seasonings with the sawfish. So once you get the sawfish in, you want to go ahead and stir and incorporate your fresh seasonings in with the sawfish. Let that cook down. Now I'm going in with a little bit of seasoning. I did some fish seasoning, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, black pepper was added, and onion. Now I'm just adding some ketchup so that I can get the color that I want. So once I added in my ketchup, I am mixing in everything so the ketchup is well incorporated with the sawfish. I went in with some more black pepper, and this is how my sawfish is looking. I let it cook down a little bit and it looks so good and tastes so amazing. Now back to the dough. To a freshly cleaned surface, I sprinkled some flour, and now I'm gonna go ahead and sort out my dough. So I cut the dough and now I'm just putting them into balls. This is the size of Johnny cake that I want. I want to preface this is my very first time making sawfish and Johnny cake, so please, this is the way that I'm doing it. If you guys have suggestions on a better way that I can do it, please let me know. So I let the balls sit for about 15 minutes while my oil was heating up. And then I flattened them out and I added into the oil. So I am just fluffing them out in the oil. Once they floated up to the top, I'm just fluffing them out with the oil, and then I am giving them like an oil bath so that they can fry and cook inside evenly. So I'm just gonna keep repeating this process, giving them some oil bath. My oil was probably on about medium. You don't want the oil too hot because you don't want them to cook fast on the outside, and then inside you have raw dough. So that's the nice color, golden brown on each side, nicely fried, and then I removed them from the oil. So now I'm doing my second batch Same process. Ensure the dough that is flattened out. I'm here fluffing it up once it rises to the top. Here's just a sneak peek. I was hungry, so I just went ahead and gave me a little share. But it looks so good. So yes, nice golden brown. Not a sneak peek. I ate another one. I was so hungry. This one came out so good. So I'm just removing the second batch. Now I just went in with all of them, and here they are. This is the last batch of Johnny cakes. This is how they came out. For my first try, honestly, I don't think I did too bad. I felt like I put too much salt in the dough, but they came out pretty good. Here's how I served it up with some sawfish. Look at that. Fluffy, soft, not tough like stone. I'm just gonna add, this is how I'm eating it. You can eat it however you want to eat it, but I just like to eat it like this. Guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.